Last time we talked about the solution, how they making a case for change, how they make a change, what is the solution for this, for all this. So we talked about first solution, that was making a case for change, and today the second solution is working with children and young people. Working with children and young people is an incredibly important part of Lumos's work. On their website, you can read about how self-advocates make their voices heard through videos, drawings, animations, and stories to engage with politicians, policymakers, and decision makers internationally. So, how they work with the children and how they work with young people. Working with children and young people is an incredibly important part of Lumos's work. Incredible means it's impossible to believe that if Lumos works with young people and it works with children, and it's important to them that they work with children and they work with young people. On their website, you can read about how self-advocates make their voices heard through videos, drawings, animations, and stories to engage with politicians, policymakers, and decision makers internationally. So on Lumos's website, you can read how self-advocates means those who help themselves, जो अपने आप की ही वकालत करते हैं, self-advocates. They make their voices heard, they make videos, they make drawings, they make animations, and they make stories. To engage with politicians, to work with politicians, to work with policymakers, and to work with decision makers internationally. By making these videos, by making these animations and drawings, they engage with politicians and decision makers internationally. Our unique approach. Lumos's work is based on evidence. So Lumos's work is based on evidence and universal evidence means सबूत. Okay, its work is based on evidence and universal principles means कुछ उसूलों पे, कुछ दुनियाई उसूलों पर उसका जो काम है, that's dependent on universal principles, on some कुछ उसूलों पर इनका काम जो है वो दारामदार है. Their approach is tried and tested. Whatever approach they adopt, whatsoever the approach is, that approach is tested and that approach is tried. First of all, they try that approach, and after that they test that approach, and after that they use that approach. They make use of that approach. First of all, it's tried and then tested. Okay, they leverage the resources of others, identify and fill gaps, and connect the efforts of partners. What they do, they leverage means use to maximum advantage. They use resources to the maximum advantage. They use वो resources जो भी इनके पास कुछ ज़रूरी ये होते हैं, resources होते हैं, वो उनको maximum fully इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Identify and fill gaps. They identify and they fill the gap and connect the efforts of partners. They identify this gap which is between family and the children. They identify this gap and they fill this gap and they connect the efforts of partners. And who are the partners? The children and the young people. They connect those efforts and they work with those efforts. They connect with those young people and those children. They work together, and and with the help of this connection, they are able to fill gaps and identify the gaps. Their results are high impact. What are the results of this high impact? High impact means बहुत असर पड़ता है. Sustainable change means that change that lasts for long. Okay, individual children are central to all their decisions. Individual children, those children that are alone, they are central to all their decisions. Central means first of all, they take this decision on the basis of these individual children. They look towards these children means central. What does central mean here? Central means कि वो बहुत ज़्यादा important होते हैं. Individual children जो होते हैं, they are very important to them, to all their decisions. Whatever decisions they make them for these individual children. Sustainable change. To ensure changes to the system are sustainable, service managers need support in transferring finances from institutions to community services. Societal and professional attitudes must change to prioritize the most vulnerable. Professionals need skill development to meet the needs of all children. So what is the sustainable change? Sustainable change means that change that lasts for longer. To ensure changes to the system are sustainable. Whatever changes are made to the system that are sustainable and they last for long. Service managers need support. Service managers need support in what? In transferring finances from institutions to community services. So they need support so that this finance is transferred from institutions to the community services. Community services is connected with Lumos, and institutions are that so-called institutions where children are taken care, not are taken care properly. They are not taken proper care there. So, societal and professional attitudes must change to prioritize the most vulnerable. So, whatever attitudes, behavior, that behavior and societal, the behavior of the society, the behavior of the professionals must change. The attitude must change to prioritize the most vulnerable. Prioritize means to give importance to the most vulnerable. Vulnerable means weak, to give importance to the weak section of the society. Professionals need skill development to meet the needs of all children. Professionals have to be skilled so that they are able to meet the needs of the children. The needs of the children are what? Study, food, clothes and all. Whatever are the needs of children, books and all. And professionals need skill to meet the needs of the children. We will stop here. I hope you have got this. We will continue this tomorrow again. Till then, stay at home, stay safe, take care of yourself.